the members of the State Executive Council that are here, and those that are ably represented, heads of security agencies, the chairman of SUBEB, and the project coordinator of TESS project, our elder, very distinguished elder, former military administrator of, military governor of former Borno State, Colonel Abdul Mominu Aminu, chairman, Local Government Service Commission, permanent secretaries, representative of UBEC, and other partners here present, permanent secretaries, chief executives of parastatals and heads of extra ministerial departments, education secretaries from 34 local government that are here, the chairman in Katsina State and chairman of PTA, very distinguished participants at this training, distinguished invited guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all and assalamu alaikum. It is no longer news that the Dikko Radda-led administration in Katsina State has taken the lead in transforming this very vital sector of our existence, namely the education sector. And this, you can bear me witness, is being done through massive infrastructural development, teacher recruitment and development, as well as provision of facilities at all levels of education. Now, today's event only marks another giant stride in that direction. For we are here to witness a very massive event, the cascade training to 18,000 teachers of primary schools and junior secondary schools in mathematics, English language, and basic science. Now, this is a very great milestone. And along this, there's going to be the flag-off ceremony of 20,000 number computer tablets to 20,000 number teachers at this level of education, alongside their power banks. This has never happened, but it's happening under the Dikko-led administration. Now, this is why we are all here. But before we commence the program as properly arranged, let me crave your indulgence to invite the Honorable Grand Decadi to set the ball rolling by leading us in an opening prayer. Akramakallah, bismillah.
صلوا على النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم على بام الله يا بام زم الله يا مدعو اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد ورحم محمد وآل محمد وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت ورحمت وباركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. May Allah make our gathering of today benevolent, successful and prosperous. May Allah grant His care and protection to all of us. Bless our lives with love, patience, and kindness. ونسألك اللهم يسرا ليس بعده عسر وغنى ليس بعده فقر وأمنا ليس بعده خوف وسعادة ليس بعدها شقاء وهدنا اللهم صراطك المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Ubangiji Allah ya ba mu lahiya, ya ba mu zaman lahiya mai dorewa a wannan jiha ta mu da ƙasa baki da. Ubangiji Allah ya jagoranci ga shugabanninmu, ya dora su kan abin da yake daidai, ya kama hannunsu ya dawo musu abubuwan da suka shirya na ci gaban wannan jiha ta mu da ƙasar mu baki da. Allah ya tabbatar musu. Ubangiji Allah ya kare su daga dukkan fitinu na kusa da na nesa waɗanda muka sani da wanda ba mu sani ba. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sallim.
Thank you very much. Mun gode kwarai, akramakallah, Allah ya saka da alkhairi. Now, with the opening ceremony, the stage is now set, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. And the first item on the program is a welcome address, and the person to welcome dignitaries at this event is no other person but the man at the helm of affairs of primary school education, and that is talking about the executive chairman of the State Primary Education Board, Dr. Kabir Magaji Gahia. It is my honor and privilege to kindly request him to step forward and deliver a welcome address. Thank you very much. Can we please put our hands together to welcome him?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Your Excellency, the Acting Governor of Katsina State, Malam Farouk Lawal Jobe, the Chief Judge of Katsina State, the Grand Kadi, the Deputy Chief of Staff, Council members here present, Permanent Secretaries, representative of security agencies, head of agencies, head of department of agencies, SPC TESS project, Katsina, facilitators of this training, teachers and students, other stakeholders, gentlemen of the press, Assalamu alaikum. It is with great honor and immense joy that I welcome Your Excellency, Malam Farouk Lawal Jobe, the Acting Governor of Katsina State, and indeed all invited dignitaries and stakeholders to this historic occasion. The official flag of this distribution of 18,000 tablets and the training of 18,000 teachers of English, mathematics, and science on the translation education system at state level, known as TESS, through better education, service delivery, additional financing. Today's event is not just about distribution of devices or the commencement of another training program. It is a symbol of the determination of Katsina State Government under the visionary leadership of His Excellency Malam Diko Umar Radda, PhD, CON, ably supported by Your Excellency Malam Farouk Lawal Jobe, to transform education into a 21st system that delivers meaningful learning outcomes of our children. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the journey of education reform in Katsina State in the last 2 years has been one of the remarkable progress, commitment, and resilience. Under the leadership of Malam Diko Umar Radda, our state has continued to invest heavily in human capital development. Your Excellency, allow me to highlight some of the landmark achievements under the able leadership of Malam Diko Umar Radda. Infrastructure development. Hundreds of schools have been constructed, rehabilitated, and upgraded across the 34 LGS. Too many to be counted in this sitting. These schools are not just structures of cement and blocks. They are centers of hope of our children. Training and retraining of teachers. Over 17,000 teachers have been trained and retrained in the last 2 years. This deliberate investment in capacity building is premised on the simple truth that no education system can rise above the quality of its teachers. Provision of learning materials. From textbooks to instructional aid, teaching resources are being consistently provided to ensure that every child has access to tools that make learning effective and engaging. Welfare of teachers. Teachers in Katsina State are receiving prompt promotion and improved welfare packages, restoring dignity to the novel teaching profession. Accessing matching grant. Katsina State is currently the first state in the entire federation that has accessed 2025 UBEC-SUBEB matching grant. This achievement is not accidental. It is the result of prudent financial management, accountability, and commitment of this administration to ensuring no child is left behind. Teacher recruitment. Just recently, this administration recruited over 7,000 teachers into the system. A bold step to bridge the gap in teacher shortage and improve teacher-pupils ratio across our schools. This achievement, Your Excellency, are testimony that the government of Katsina State has placed education at the center of its agenda. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today's flag-off is a continuation of this trajectory of transformation. The distribution of 18,000 digital tablets and the training of 18,000 teachers in English, mathematics, and science are aimed at strengthening the capacity of our teachers in three critical subject areas that form the backbone of basic education and human capital development. The world today is knowledge-driven. Technology has become a major driver of education. For our teachers to be relevant and effective in the 21st century, they must be equipped with not only subject knowledge, but also modern pedagogical skills and digital literacy competencies. The BESDA Additional Finance Supported Training Program is therefore designed to, 1, introduce teachers to new methods of delivering lessons in engaging and learner-centered ways. Equip teachers with strategies for classroom management that foster critical thinking and problem solving. Enable teachers to use digital resources such as tablets being distributed for lesson preparation and delivery and assessment. Also to ensure that learners acquire foundation skills in literacy, numeracy, and science that are essential for lifelong learning. Your Excellency, it is important to remind us of the objective of transforming education system at the state level, TESS. TESS is a national initiative that seeks to, 1, improve the quality of basic education service delivery, strengthen institutional capacity of accountability and efficiency, enhance teacher effectiveness through professional development and provision of teaching resources, expand access to inclusive and equitable education for all children, integrate digital technology into teaching and learning process. Here in Katsina State, TESS has been contextualized through BESDA Additional Finance to respond to our peculiar educational challenges, ranging from teacher shortage, large class sizes, low literacy and numeracy level, and the urgent need to integrate ICT into education. Some of the ongoing activities under TESS in Katsina State include provision of teaching and learning materials across the schools, capacity building for teachers in literacy, numeracy, and science pedagogy, community sensitization and mobilization to support school enrollment and retention, establishment of monitoring and evaluation mechanism for effective accountability, distribution of ICT devices such as the tablet we are plugging up today to support digital literacy. These activities, Your Excellency, are carefully designed to ensure that every child in Katsina State has access to quality education delivered by motivated teachers in an environment conducive to learning. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, as we plug off this important exercise, I wish to extend our deepest gratitude to Katsina State Government, our development partners, and indeed all stakeholders for their support and commitment. However, we must be frank with ourselves. While the distribution of devices and the training of teachers are laudable, the issue of teacher shortage remains a major challenge. We are grateful that this administration has already recruited over 7,000 teachers, but the gap is still wide. I therefore humbly pray that the government continues to prioritize teacher recruitment in subsequent phases so that the gains of this reform will not be undermined by a lack of adequate manpower. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, education in Katsina State stands at a defining moment. Despite commendable progress in enrollment, literacy, and infrastructure, the major challenge remains equipping learners with 21st century skills. Many teachers still rely on traditional methods, focus mainly on reading and writing, leaving people as social literate who can read and write but struggle with critical thinking, problem solving, and adaptability. The newly approved basic education curriculum, set to be implemented in September 2025, demand a high level of teacher competencies And its success will depend largely on comprehensive capacity building for all teachers. To achieve this, teachers must be trained in critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, communication, entrepreneurship, innovation, and digital literacy. Empowering teachers with these skills will enable them to nurture pupils beyond rote learning, producing innovators, problem solvers, and active citizens. This initiative reflects the vision of His Excellency, Malam Diko Omar Fiezi, and through TESS in collaboration with UBEC and SUBEB, will place Katsina State at the forefront of national education reform. The commitment and leadership of His Excellency in transforming the education system will remain a landmark in achieving history of education in Katsina State. On behalf of State University Education Board, I congratulate all 18,000 teachers who will benefit from this training. I charge you to take this opportunity seriously. Your commitment, passion, and dedication to apply the knowledge and tools given to you will determine the future of our children and indeed the destiny of Katsina State. Finally, I wish all dignitaries and participants safe return to their respective destination after this program. May Almighty Allah continue to guide our leaders, protect our state, and grant us success in our collective quest for education and transformation. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you very much, too, for that welcome address. As long as a brief x-ray of the transformation taking place, particularly at the basic education level, as detailed in the speech of the Executive Chairman of SUBEV in Katsina State. Can we please one more time put our hands together to appreciate him for that wonderful speech? Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, having heard the welcome address, the next on our list in the agenda is goodwill messages. Now we have 1, 2, or 3 people to deliver goodwill messages. But it is my honor and privilege to begin with UBEC, the Universal Basic Education Commission, that is ably represented here by the state coordinator of UBEC in Katsina State. I want to take the honor and privilege to invite Alhaji Mustafa Muhammad, the state coordinator of UBEC, to kindly deliver his brief goodwill message on behalf of UBEC, Nigeria. Thank you very much. Can you welcome him with a round of applause, please? Thank you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. His Excellency, the Acting Governor, Katsina State, Chief Judge, Executive Chairman, State Universal Basic Education Board, members of legislative, representatives of security agencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, today is a great pleasure for me to stand before this august gathering in the name of witnessing another very important event leading to a transformation of education sector in Katsina State. Indeed, I'm very happy with that. Actually, Your Excellency, sir, as you are aware, the major issue we are having in basic education subsector today, or the challenge that we are facing with today, lies under 3 headings, which are access, that is the access to quality basic education in Nigeria, then quality of basic education, and also the funding of basic education. But as I can see, or as I can hear from the previous presentation, I can tell you that surely, Your Excellency, you have taken all the necessary measures to address the issues of the challenges that I have just mentioned earlier on. Actually, I can start by saying the issue of access is addressed by provision of adequate classrooms, construction of new classrooms, renovation of classrooms, provision of furniture, provision of TMLS in all our basic institutions, then training and retraining of teachers. All of us are part of the activities that is geared toward ensuring that quality basic education is delivered in Katsina State. Again, sir, at this time around, as we are witnessing this another initiative for TESS project, actually providing of tablets to these beneficiaries is a great effort to ensure quality delivery of basic education is accessed. And this is also an effort in ensuring that actually our teachers and learners also become relevant to the global practices. Sir, giving them tablets, as I said earlier on, is a step forward. But I also want to use this medium to plead with the participant. By the time you people are having access to this training and also have access to these facilities, please and please ensure that you have made adequate utilization of these facilities, because it is with the adequate utilization that you can get to where we want to get. So with this, I want to say that the participant of this training should also be proactive. By the time they are there in the training center, they should be proactive, be relevant, ask relevant questions, and also create what we call community of practice. That is, by the end of the program, they should create a kind of platform where they should be sharing the ideas, the knowledge, the challenges, and the experiences they have had from the conduct of the training. I think if they do that, it will also help the system in the complementing the effort of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Katsina State. So with that, I wish all of us successful beginning and completion of the program. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the representative of UBEC, for that wonderful speech. Proper utilization of the facility to be provided, very key in his speech. It is one thing to get the tablet, but using it properly for the benefit for which it is given is also very key and very important. Can we please appreciate him by one more time giving a round of applause? Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the next to deliver his goodwill message is a comrade. I think for the first time in Katsina State, we have a leader of a very professional body, very strong one indeed, the Nigeria Union of Teachers. A woman, and we have several women here. I believe they will do good for her as she steps forward to deliver her speech. The chairperson of NUT in Katsina State, Comrade Rekia Shehu, is next to give her a round of applause, to her goodwill message. I'm requesting you to put your hands together to welcome her. Comrade Rekia Shehu, thank you.
Teachers are great. Good morning, everyone. The Executive Governor, heavily represented by the Deputy Governor of Katsina State. Sir, permit me to stand on the existing protocol already. Please. I'm here today, this morning, to express my gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us the wisdom, the health to be here today. Distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, and fellow educators, I'm honored to stand before you today as a chairman of the Katsina State Union. On behalf of all teachers in Katsina State, both primary school and secondary school, I extend warm greetings and extend to all stakeholders as we gather to flag off ceremony of the step down of the 18 teachers in Katsina State. I acknowledge the importance of collaborations and the collective effort in advancing educating in Katsina State. Our union remains committed to enhance the quality of education, protecting teachers' welfare and foster partnership that benefit our students and the community in general. I wish to extend my gratitude to the Katsina State Governor under the stewardship of Malam Umar Dukwarada, PhD, CON. The Katsina State Ministry of Secondary Education, TESS project, and other education stakeholders. In this leadership initiative in the event we took forward, the benefit training, the teachers that will benefit in this training, and the development in general, the education in general in our dear Katsina State. Let us work together to ensure the success of the student, teachers, and the educator sector. As we all thank the Almighty Allah for giving us the privileges, which some of the states will not get this privilege to get what we have in Katsina State. Most so, let me thank all the educators in Katsina State for giving us this opportunity. And the teachers that are going to be trained today, as my colleague said, you utilize what we are given to. Make sure you train the student, train the teachers under this. For this, I can say thank you for everyone. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Thank you, comrade. A round of applause for her. A very good one from her. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed, I want to take the honor and privilege to welcome the Honorable Commissioner of Basic and Secondary Education, Hajia Zainab Musa. Musa, you're welcome. Thank you. That is it as far as goodwill messages is concerned. Let me say, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that this particular program is gender friendly. Even the next person to speak to us, also a woman. Incidentally, she is at the helm of affairs of TESS project in Katsina State. She's been up and doing to see to the success of this project, and thank to Almighty Allah that successes upon successes are being recorded at all levels at different times. It is my honor and privilege to, at this moment, invite Hajia Binta Abdul Mominu, the project coordinator of TESS project in Katsina State, to give us a technical overview of the entire project from its commencement till this moment. Can we welcome her with a round of applause, please? Thank you. PC.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. The Executive Governor of Katsina State, Dr. Malam Duko Umar Radda, PhD, ably represented by His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Katsina State, Malam Farid Jobe, the Grand Decadi of Katsina State, the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, the Chief Judge of the state, the Deputy Chief of Staff, the SUBEP Chairman, the our distinguished facilitators here present, our dear teachers, our securities here present, good morning and welcome. Your Excellency, sir, it is with immense pride, deep humility, and boundless gratitude that I stand before you today on behalf of Katsina State Project. On behalf of the Katsina State Implementation Unit. Your Excellency, sir, permit me to begin by celebrating your boundless passion for education, your visionary leadership, and your unwavering commitment to the development of Katsina State. Your Excellency, sir, you are not just a governor, you are a torchbearer of hope and symbol of transformational leadership and a true champion of education. Indeed, under your inspirational leadership, Katsina State is first emerging as a beacon of innovation, equity, and excellence in education sector. The TESS project, which is jointly supported by the World Bank and the federal government of Nigeria through the National Project Coordinating Unit, is designed to strengthen foundational learning outcome and improve teaching and learning in primary and junior secondary schools. The strategic deployment of structured pedagogy using digital tablets represents a cutting-edge reform in teacher support system, classroom delivery, and ultimately student performance. Thank you, Your Excellency, for proactive and unwavering support. We have reached a major milestone in our implementation journey today. Your Excellency, sir, I am pleased to inform you that arrangements have been successfully conducted to cascade this transformational training to 18,000 teachers across Katsina State. These are the men and women on the front line of learning, those who teach mathematics, English, and basic science. Those and basic science in both primary and junior secondary school. They will be trained by 90 carefully selected trained master trainers who have already been equipped with the skills and resources to drive this reform with passion and precision. In line with the global best practices and national directives, each participating teacher will be supported with a tablet device and power bank, preloaded with teaching resources, structured lesson plan, digital monitoring tools, and other aids to ensure seamless lesson delivery and learner engagement. This distribution is not just about gadgets. It is about bridging the digital divide. It is about empowering our teachers with 21st century tools to deliver 21st century education to 21st century learners. Your Excellency, sir, this is the Katsina of our dream, and today we have made it possible. Under the visionary leadership of His Excellency, the TESS project in Katsina State has achieved remarkable milestones, including rehabilitation of 150 primary schools, training of 10,000 teachers, disbursement of $4,737 billion for critical infrastructure, and provision of learning materials, books, school supplies, and special need equipment, all aimed at improving quality access and inclusively in education. With enhanced monitoring through 70 by providing 70 motorcycles to coordinate via a new project vehicles and improve school security through CCTV installation in 130 schools. Your Excellency has defined education delivery in Katsina State by providing all this necessary learning equipment to our schools. We are equally grateful to the Federal Ministry of Education, the World Bank, National Project Coordinating Unit, Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, Katsina, Hajia Zainab Musa Musawa, Executive Chairman Subeb Kabir Magaji, for guidance, support, and strategic directives in actualizing great initiative. As we plug off this training and distribution exercise today, we reaffirm our commitment to transparency, accountability, efficiency, and impact. We assure Your Excellency, as all stakeholders, that this exercise will be closely monitored and evaluated for optimal delivery and measurable outcomes. Let me end by borrowing the word of Nelson Mandela, which says, education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to enhance the world. We will not only change Katsina, but we will inspire the world in general. Once again, thank you for your leadership, your trust, and your fatherly support. We are proud to serve under your administration. Thank you all. Long live Katsina State and long live Nigeria.
Thank you very much. A very hard-working, result-oriented PC. Can we appreciate her for giving another round of applause? Thank you very much. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that was a technical overview of the entire TESS project, its operations in Katsina State from its commencement till date. The next person to speak to us, Your Excellency, I did say and attest to the fact of the gender disposition of this program. The next person to speak to us is also a very hardworking, highly committed and result-oriented person, the Honorable Commissioner of Basic and Secondary School Education, Hajia Zainab Musa Musawa. It is my honor and privilege to invite her to deliver a keynote address at this event. Kindly appreciate her by welcoming her to the mic. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Your Excellency, the Acting Governor, ably represented by the Deputy Governor of Katsina State, the Chief Judge, our Father, Colonel Abdulmumin Aminu, team lead of the TESS project and heads of agencies, leaders, management team of the Ministry of Education, and the TESS project, very hardworking team members, teachers, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, assalamu alaikum. It is with the deep sense of profound it is with deep sense of gratitude and pride that I stand here today to be part of this very memorable and laudable achievement by the state government of Katsina State, and to be witnessing this very remarkable and important event where teachers will be trained, will be given a lot of value and tools to enhance the learning outcome of our students. We really appreciate the state government for the support. We appreciate World Bank for the support they have been giving Katsina State in all aspects of government. And we also thank the team, the UBEC team, with all that they're doing to support education in Katsina State. There's a lot that needs to be done, and a lot has been done, and we will continue to do all we can to ensure that we bring back excellence in education in Katsina State. On this note, this is a bit impromptu for me, but congratulations to the teachers, and you're welcome once again to this very important event. Thank you very much.
Very brief, very precise, but very useful. Can we appreciate her by putting our hands together? That was the Honorable Commissioner of Basic and Secondary Education, Hajia Zainab Musawa. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, gradually we are coming to the high point of this event, and that is the flag-off ceremony for which we are all gathered here to witness. The previous speakers have said it, that His Excellency the Acting Governor will anytime from now flag off the casket training to 18,000 teachers of primary schools and junior secondary schools, as well as flagging off the distribution of tablets alongside their power banks to 20,000 teachers. Now, by the special grace of God, we are here, and I want to say that His Excellency the Acting Governor has, beside being an astute banker and a forensic finance expert, also has passion for education. The ES around here could recall that only last few weeks, we were at Ijaba Nadri Primary and Secondary School. He is behind its establishment and its sustenance. That tests to the fact that he has passion for education at all times. It is my honor and privilege to invite His Excellency, Malam Farouk Lawal Jobe, HCIB, the Acting Governor of Katsina State, to deliver his address and to flag off this two-end exercise of training and distribution of tablets. Your Excellency, sir.
Sit down, please. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على النبي الكريم. The Right Honorable Chief Judge of the State, Honorable Grand Kadi, Honorable Commissioner, Higher Technical and Vocational Education, Honorable Commissioner, Basic and Secondary Education, and Honorable Commissioner, Rural and Social Development, the Deputy Chief of Staff, Permanent Secretaries, our Elder, His Excellency Abdulmina Aminu, Colonel Retired, the Chairman, Local Government Service Commission, and the other members of the Commission, the Chairman, State Basic Education Board, and the other members of the Commission, of the Board, representative of UBEC, head of other government agencies that are here, representative of security agencies, the project coordinator, TESS project, education secretaries, other resource persons, The MC has introduced me as having passion for education. But apart from having passion for education, let me tell you, I'm also a professionally trained teacher by all standards of measurement. Members of the press, Assalamu alaikum. It is with great pleasure and profound gratitude that I stand before you today to formally flag off the distribution of the digital tablets and the step-down training of 18,000 teachers across the 34 local government areas of the state under the Transform Education System at State Level TESS project. This occasion is not merely a ceremonial gathering. It is a bold and visionary step towards redefining teaching and learning in Katsina State by equipping our teachers with tools, knowledge, and methodologies that reflect the global best practice in education. At this juncture, let me emphasize the focus of this administration is for us to have laid a very solid foundation for educational development in Katsina State. Under this, there was a bold step taken by our administration to recruit 7,325 teachers for both primary and secondary education. Why I say it is a bold step, this is the first decision ever taken by any subnational government in the history of this country. And the training we are going to have, that the teachers have to be available for you to train them. And therefore we saw the need to recruit quality teachers which are subjected to examinations before they are finally recruited and sent to primary and secondary school in the state. Previously, Katsina State Government, in collaboration with TESS project, has recorded remarkable achievement that reflected our unwavering commitment to strengthening education in Katsina State. This includes, among others, training of 10,000 teachers on the 21st century modern teaching techniques, thereby enhancing classroom delivery and improving learning outcomes. Rehabilitation of 150 primary schools across the state. Supply learning materials to 15,000 learners. Distribution of 30,000 school uniforms to support children from underprivileged background, thereby reducing dropout rates and fostering inclusiveness. Provision of special needs equipment and instructional materials to the school for the blind and the school for the deaf, thereby promoting inclusive education and ensuring children with disabilities have equal opportunities to thrive. Distribution of 25,000 copies each of the 14 mathematics, computer, and English book series for primary 4 to primary 6, ensuring curriculum alignment and fostering improved literacy and numeracy. Installation of CCTV cameras in 130 schools to enhance security and give parents confidence in the safety of their children. Distribution of 70 motorcycles for monitoring and evaluation officers and quality assurance officers across the 34 local government areas to reach remote and underserved schools. Provision of school bags, uniform, exercise books, stationery, and T-shirts for children in disadvantaged communities, ensuring equitable access to essential learning materials. These achievements are not just statistics. They are investments in the future of our state. They underscore the strong partnership between Katsina State Government, the federal government, and the World Bank, and other development partners to reaffirm our collective determination to transform education sector in Katsina State. Today's flag-off marks another history in our journey by distributing 18,000 tablets and cascading structured methodology training. We are equipping our teachers with digital tools and professional capacity to deliver quality education that meets global best practices. This initiative aligns with global transition to technology-driven education, making teaching more effective, interactive, and inclusive. More importantly, it will empower our learners with digital competencies, preparing them to compete and excel in the 21st century knowledge economy. Let me use this opportunity to affirm that the administration of His Excellency Malam Dikko Umar Radda, PhD, remains fully committed to supporting teachers with continuous professional development and modern instructional resources, strengthening school monitoring, supervision, and accountability mechanisms, promoting inclusive, equitable, and quality education for all children, irrespective of gender, disability, or location. Sustaining investment in education is the bedrock of social, cultural, and economic transformation of our dear state. On behalf of the government and the good people of Katsina State, I extend our profound appreciation to the Federal Ministry of Education, the World Bank, and the National Project Coordinating Unit for their steadfast and support. We acknowledge the dedication of SBABE, LGS, teacher educators, community leaders, and parents whose tireless efforts are making the TESS project a success story in our state. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, having highlighted the significance of today's event and the numerous gains we stand to achieve, it is now my singular honor and privilege to formally declare open this step-down training workshop for 18,000 teachers and the official distribution of digital tablets under the TESS project. I call on participating teachers to make the most use of this training, apply the knowledge gained, and take utmost care in safeguarding the devices entrusted to you. The future of our children and indeed the destiny of Katsina State rests on your commitment, professionalism, and dedication in the classroom. As we open this new chapter in our education journey, let us remember that education is the greatest legacy we can give our children. Together, we must transform our schools into true centers of excellence, a place where every child has the opportunity to learn, to grow, and to achieve his or her highest potential. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. That is from our special guest of honor, His Excellency, the Acting Governor of the State, Malam Farouk Lawal Jobi. Can we resoundly put our hands together to appreciate him for that very important speech? Your Excellency, there is just one simple assignment with your permission, and that would be the symbolic presentation of the tablets to at least 1 to 8 number identified teachers from some selected primary schools. So I want to kindly request that Abdul Maazu from Katsina Local Government, Marai Primary School should kindly step forward, as well as Samaila Dalladi from Talba Primary School, Hafsa Mustafa, Zango Primary School, and Mustafa Usman. Kindly step forward to collect your tab as a symbolic presentation from His Excellency. We also have Ibrahim Abdullahi from Ajio Primary School, Asia Salihu Abubakar, Tagirma Primary School, and Abdul Mati, as well as Jamila Yusuf. Waɗannan mutane takwas in suna jina, they should kindly step forward for them to collect their tabs. I want to say that the remaining 19,000 plus will receive theirs afterwards. This is just for the sake of making it formal. It's a symbolic presentation. So da Allah ku kasance a layi da yanda na lissafa. Let it be there as announced. Your Excellency. Are they ready? Abdu Muazu. Abdu Muazu. Bismillah. Wannan Abdu Muazu, Sama'ila Dalladi should be ready. Thank you very much. Sama'ila Dalladi. Allah sa alheri. Sama'ila Dalladi, Talba Primary School. Hafsat Mustafa Zango. Tana kusa? Mustafa Usman should be around. Bari ta sako tukunna. Thank you. Mustafa Usman, yawa. Ibrahim Abdullahi from Ajiwa Primary School. Congratulations. Asia Salisu Abubakar is next. Asia Salisu Abubakar. Next is Audu Mati from Zanguna Primary School. And the last but not the least is Jamila Yusuf, Agoro Primary School. Thank you, Your Excellency. That was a symbolic presentation to the benefiting participants. And the exercise will continue afterwards, and all the identified 20,000 will receive theirs afterwards. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of this very important event. And without taking much of our time, I will want to again kindly request the Honorable Grand Kadi to lead us in a closing prayer. Thank you very much. But before then, ga mabudi an kawo na mota wani, da Allah ya zo ya karba, kada sai an fita ya ta nema. Akramakallah, bismillah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد ورحم محمد وآل محمد وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت ورحمت وباركت على إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. Ubangiji Allah albarkaci wannan taro da aka yi da waɗannan abubuwa da aka kaddama, Allah sa albarka a cikinsu, kuma Allah sa waɗanda aka ba waɗannan kyaututtuka su ci gajiya abin da aka ba su, kuma shugabanni da su kaddamar da waɗannan abubuwa Ubangiji Allah ya saka masu da alkhairi, Allah masu jagoranci. Dukkan matakai da aka dauka domin farfado da tattalin arzikin wannan jiha tamu da kasarmu da samar da zaman lahiya, Allah ya dawo mana Ubangiji, Allah ya tabbatar da su, Allah ya mana jagoranci. Allahumma asna aqibatana fil umuri kulliha wa ajirna min khizyi dunya wa azabil akhirah. Allahumma rabbana atina fid dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina azaban nar. اللهم صل على محمد عبدك ورسولك وصل على المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
National anthem, please.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand.